What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Nick here with Ryan and Ty.
What up?
Been trying to get to this song for a long time on the channel. I think it's just how we do it.
What's the holdup?
I don't know. I feel like I just say that on so many songs now. It's just like, yeah, it's just the case for every song.
Do you ever like get to that point, like sometimes like during the week you're like, man, I want to do that song, and then you just don't do it?
It's tough to choose, guys. It really is.
So many songs.
Yeah.
I'll be having some good songs, but then by the time we get to where we can record, I don't even remember what it was.
We don't want to come back to one too soon.
Yep.
You know, too early, too late. We try to balance it out the best we can. So today we have Jeff Buckley. Have you ever heard of this name in your life?
Buckley.
No.
Like Buckeyes?
In our live stream last year, somebody said, hey, you guys going to get into some Jeff Buckley? And I think I said, yeah, eventually we will.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's almost a year later, but I mean, I told you we'd get to him. whoever said that, here you go. Jeffrey Scott Buckley. After a decade as a session guitarist in L.A., he amassed a following in the early 1990s by playing cover songs at venues in Manhattan's East Village, gradually focusing more on his own material. He signed with Columbia, recruited a band, and recorded what would be his only studio album, Grace, in 1994.
Oh, wow.
Over the following 3 years, the band toured extensively to promote the album, including concerts in the U.S., Europe, Japan, and Australia. In 96, they stopped touring and made sporadic attempts to record Buckley's second album in New York City with Tom Verlaine as producer. In 1997, Buckley moved to Memphis, Tennessee to resume work on the album. It was going to be titled My Sweetheart the Drunk. And then on May 29th, 1997, while awaiting the arrival of his band from New York, he drowned during a spontaneous evening swim, fully clothed in the Mississippi River when he was caught in the wake of a passing boat. His body was found on June 4th. The drowning was accidental. Apparently he was wearing heavy boots when he jumped in, and that kind of made it difficult for him to return to shore. I just mentioned the album Grace, and we're going to do the song Grace. Jeff Buckley wrote the lyrics after saying goodbye to his girlfriend at the airport one rainy day. This album was released in 1994, and it did go platinum. So let's get into it. This is Jeff Buckley, Grace.
To stay long enough for the clouds to fly me away. Oh, it's my time coming. I'm not afraid to die. My fading voice sings above. She cries to the clicking of time, of time. With the fire, with the fire, with the fire, with the on my arm, walking to the bright lights and sorrow. Oh, drink a bit of wine, we both might go tomorrow.
Have you heard this?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Really?
Definitely. So how would you describe this sound?
It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
I haven't heard a song like this.
It's like whenever he sings, he's like singing like like a tad bit off beat, but it's on beat at the same time.
It sounds like I can't, I don't know if it's sad or if it's happy. I don't know
that
what
too.
to feel about it.
A lot of different emotions in
Yeah,
this.
very weird.
Yeah, it's like eerie at the same time too.
Yeah, it just sounds a little like, eerie.
There's
kinda
like
haunting.
Yeah.
yeah, there's something spooky. Is that like a theremin? What is that sound in there? That ooh, I don't know what that
Maybe it's
is.
just a ghost.
There's a ghost that's
Snuck
building
in
the plan.
the studio.
Inquisitive, for sure.
What was that?
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive. Oh my
Quite
goodness.
inquisitive, for sure. What are you, Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
Oh, did he say that?
That's something
I don't know, it
that's
just
something he would
sounds
say.
like yeah. Inquisitive.
I honestly don't even know a Jar Jar Binks line. Like, what's his like number one line that he's known for?
There's something.
Misa? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, Misa.
Something. Yeah,
Yeah,
Misa this, Misa that.
I can't
Yeah.
do that voice.
Misa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop hating on him, though. I mean, he was comedy relief in that movie. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
It's not an
He's
easy
either-
job,
Yeah.
especially in Star Wars. Like, it's not an easy job. So I hope people would stop giving that man grief. You did a fantastic job, buddy.
Didn't he
That
say Jar Jar all the time too though? Didn't he always say his name?
Oh, maybe.
He'd be like Jar Jar.
That's probably one of the least ones I've seen, which is a shame because it has one of the best scenes at the end of the movie. But I digress.
Don't start that war.
Yeah. But you cannot deny that this is powerfully expressive, though. Mm-hmm. For sure. I love how he broadens on some of his words. It generates anticipation. Guitars are wonderful. I would describe them just like the vocals and what they're trying to accomplish in this song. And yeah, all these noises are just kind of stunning, and it does kind of leave you like what is the vibe here? There are things that sound holy, but it's complicated. It's much more than that. It's a unique sound that's hard to put into words. Love that riff too.
She weeps on my arm, walking to the bright lights and sorrow. Oh, drink a bit of wine, we both might go tomorrow. Oh, my love, and the rain is falling, and I believe my time has come. It reminds me of the pain I might leave behind. Waiting in the fire, waiting in the fire. Waiting in the fire, waiting in the
That's good. Yeah, that's fire.
And I feel them to write my name. So easy to know and forget with this kiss.
Just cuts off
Oh,
like
it
that.
just cuts out.
Yeah, man. That ending gives me chills every single time. Man. The last minute and change of that song is probably one of like my favorite moments in music, like ever. It is so exhilarating. You know, that the song just builds and builds and builds, and he just goes out into another dimension, man. I mean, he just, wow, stunning. You know, the amazement of him just pouring his heart out there. It's like, what just happened? You know, and then you hear all that swirling as well, very ethereal. It's just bewildering. It really is. I think when I first heard this song, I was like, I could hear the talent. You know, it is a tough vibe to get at first. The more you listen to it, though, it's like, okay, I know exactly what's happening here. This song has excellent progression, and it leads into this crescendo at the final touch here.
Crescendo at the end?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I just think there's so many unique sounds in this song, and the vocal performance is just off the charts. You talk about somebody just putting, like, their entire being into this thing, man. My goodness. There are a few songs that give me a rush of dopamine like this, man. And I just think it's amazing. I just think this is like a truly incredible song. And like Todd said, it really doesn't sound like anything else.
It's going to take a few more listens for me to decide whether it's going on the playlist.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah, there is.
There is a lot happening.
It's hard for me to grasp.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, but when I listen individually to things, I recognize like this is good.
Yeah.
But when I'm listening to it as a whole, I'm lost. I'm like, I just don't know where to grasp onto. But the dude's vocals, he's tremendous. But like I said, it's just hard for me to grab onto something. So I'll have to listen to it some more. For now, I'm leaving it off, but I've got to hear some more. The talent is off the charts.
For me, at the end,
brought you home.
Was really good because, like Nick said, you know, them singing like that gives you chills, and it gave me chills. Like I got cold. I was like, oh my gosh, like just like I think the video helps a lot.
Yeah, it can.
Just
depends on the
because you
song.
see his emotion into his facial expressions and like how he's like jerking his head when he sings and like he's putting a lot into it, you know, when he's singing. And I just feel like, you know, if I would have heard this just like, you know, studio version, it would be a different experience for me. So I feel like the video, you know, really put me in perspective of how, you know, deep the song is.
Yes.
One thing I'm not big on is the chorus, but I like the lyrics, or not lyrics, but the
well, yeah, the lyrics are fire.
The verses better than the chorus. I think the verses him singing was like amazing to me.
Oh yeah.
So just because of that aspect, you know, it's probably gonna be on the playlist for me. You know, I have to bear through the chorus. Luckily, it's not that long. But that's like the only thing I really wasn't big on. But the verses were fire, and like how he got. You already know how I'm saying what I say about them male pitch voices. Like I just think it's I think it's amazing because it's not easy. It's not. You got to grow up, and then you got to keep that high pitched voice from when you're younger, and you got to keep it like leveled, and it's like they put a lot of work into that stuff.
And before the high pitch, he just kind of did like a normal yell. Mm-hmm. Like that first one was kind of almost grungish in a way, and then he switched to the high pitch. It really shows you how much range the guy had. But yeah, this guy was just lost way too soon, man. When somebody makes a song like this, just this one song, you can tell that they were destined for greatness. I mean, people just don't make songs like this good. They just don't, and this creative. So we were robbed of seeing what else he could have accomplished. You know, it's really sad. But he left his mark with this one. It's a wonderful album, and I hope people cherish it forever. Let us know what you think of this one, and if you have any more Jeff Buckley suggestions from this album, let us know. Love that song. It's gold list for me. That's it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like, and as always, please tell us your views.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
Peace out.